Welcome back to the podcast, the Schmeat Nation 3 podcast presented by Power Director. As always, it is I, your host, Commissioner Kale, and back on the cast, Adam Rocket. Welcome back, Adam. Holiday weekend off. How you feeling now?
Good to be back. I think it was my first podcast missed or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I missed one. Maybe we skipped one at one point. Does that technically count as a miss if there's no podcast? Anyway.
Never, not at all. Welcome. All right, let's rip it. We all know the drill. But can I find the screen?
Last week of the regular season.
Here we go. Season flew by. Oh, we're on the power rankings. Oh, never mind. Just a stand. I'm rusty. I'm not used to have another body in here. I'm kind of nervous. Jumping in, and the team has done it. I said I was back 6 weeks ago. Turns out I just needed to wait for this, but gets over the hump and puts up quite a lot. And too little, too late. It's honestly a little depressing to know that I fucked myself earlier in the year by making stupid decisions. So,
I mean, that's just fantasy. You finally got that ceiling game that you've been asking for all year, and it came against the doormat of the league this year. So, remember when Max was 3-0?
Good times.
And we've come
good
along.
Times. The 10 games straight for Max. I mean, just the guys going
injuries,
off.
right? He had injuries.
Yeah. I think his team is completely different. He lost Dak. It's just like Breece Hall and Travis Etienne have done absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, like his receiving core is, I guess he had Noah Brown, but yeah, it's an interesting turn of events for him. Kind of been a letdown season. He's just hoping not to run that beer mile. So
yeah, he had Diggs and Godwin.
GG's. And another team I fucking hate, Parker at 6 and 7 gets a huge W over you, Adam. Puts you in an interesting spot for playoffs.
It's that monkey off his back. This was supposed to be my bye week.
Has he never beaten you?
He's beat me like once.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I was talking mad shit on his team, and he absolutely fucking came through and made me look like a damn fool.
I mean, yeah, this is just like I was telling you before this. My team got one touchdown the entire week, so it feels bad. What could you? There's not really anything you could do about that. They just didn't score this week.
Man, who scored in the Chargers game? How the fuck?
No one. I think it was Atlanta. Was there a pick six? I think there was a pick six.
Oh, I think that would check out. Damn, yeah, that is a tough spread. The guys are there, though. The metrics make sense, so.
Yeah, just making my life a little bit more difficult going into playoffs.
Yeah, this will be a big week for you there. And obviously, Parker keeps his season alive as well. More than alive. Really promising for him going in. So, good work, Parker. Lil P moving forward. On to the next one. A little bit of a down week for Jamie, but gets the job done against someone who'd been hot and cold. J.F. finds him on a cold week. Still has the clear ceiling. I mean, damn, she started Anthony Richardson. Like, holy shit. Jamie's been making moves, and it's paying off. So, my God.
Snow globe game up in Buffalo. Good move. Had Judy on the bench, too. Crazy.
Holy
My thing
shit,
with Jamie's team is she's just got too many choices now.
Yeah, true. She's made enough to put herself in sole position of first place. I think that must be a bye clinch, yeah? Or no, not technically, I guess.
Technically no, but it's looking most likely.
Yeah. And on JF's team, we'll see you in the Toilet Bowl tournament there, also trying not to run the beer mile. Moving on into the next one, Bradley, whose team has really come alive here.
Yeah,
drops to 146 over Eddie, shuts the door on Eddie's season, puts him eliminated from the playoffs. Not a whole lot you can be super frustrated with on Eddie's side, just kind of had above average performances, but nothing like incredible. Meanwhile, on Bradley's end, Brock Bowers, holy shit, what a stalwart. Gets him over the hump, gets a dub.
Yeah, that Brock Bowers pick is going to be looking real good coming playoff time. Brad always rides those rookies to his championship, so
dude, he's got him.
This year.
The bench is clearing out a little bit, though. He's had to get some depth pieces in there. Still got a couple rookies, so. All right, moving in, another huge win here. Connor picks up the W over Reese, shuts the door on Reese's season. He's now eliminated, keeps Connor's season very much alive. I think he's 6th. Yeah, 6th place, has the final playoff spot at the moment. We'll need a big win, and I mean, man, can't hate what you're seeing from him. He's got a little bit of a running back decision and then a weird flex situation, but
Yeah, I mean, he's got all the tight ends too, which is always tough to deal with. I mean, he played the right one this week, but I mean, it looks like he's got choices. But
yeah, it turns out he should have played all 3. He should have went the jump up package.
Yeah, the 13 personnel. On Reese's side, I mean, the Chase Brown pick has been good as of late, but losing McCaffrey, I mean, there's not really much you can hope to do there. Losing McCaffrey,
he is in real danger zone here moving into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Needs to stay present or he'll be running the beer mile probably soon because you want to avoid that heat in the summer down there in Arizona. So, and then finally, I think this was Marginal Man's Giant Geckos was game of the week, but another like fantastic game that showed why Seth is top of the ranks here, and Andrew's just slightly below, but the power rankings are 170 from Seth. Quite the statement, especially with some of the other top dogs faltering a little bit. So those receivers, man, what would that be like?
Yeah, I mean, his team just looks awesome. I mean, if you want to nitpick like Zay Flowers and Garrett Wilson, maybe. And it's always that second running back. It's been the second running back all year for Seth, but maybe he gets take Bixby back in there. But I mean, the Jags offense without Lawrence now, who even knows what they're going to do? So
yeah, he really has no one
if there's
for
any
that second spot.
Team, it's going to be that.
Yeah. He's just kind of hoping to get someone who falls in the end zone, get him like 6-7 points instead of 4. And then on Andrew's side, like I feel like knowing that he's clinched playoffs, he can't be too down because like CD I think got injured or something. Like it was a weird game for him. He does have other pieces to slot in if he needs to. So, he'll work out the Kings. Still got 133 with like if I have a 2-1 and 2 5s, I'm putting up 80 points. So
yeah, I mean he's definitely got those ceiling players. So if those guys could get back into their 10 to 15 point range, just get their projections, then he'll be fine for playoffs.
Yeah, he'll be doing it. So I'm moving into the don't join my Google Meet. Moving into the power rankings here. I don't know. Did we update this change?
I didn't. So if you didn't,
me neither. So the change is not accurate here, but I think at this point everyone knows. Like, is there anything to touch on? Like, looks like we didn't even sort out the averages. We're rusty. We're getting back into it after break. Just sorting out the kinks.
I think we're pretty much aligned on almost everything. The only one that we're a little bit different, you seem to like your team more than I do.
Yeah, the team is all the way back. I'm hoping for an upset here. I'm pulling for the upset. Mm-hmm. That said, even if I do it, I don't think I'll make the playoffs. So, but you gotta put yourself at 6. My favorite number.
Yeah, fair enough. You gotta have faith.
All we have is faith. So.
I think Reese was a massive dropper. I don't know where he was in week 13. Oh, yeah, you had him all the way up.
Yeah, I had him high because I thought CMC was going to be back, and then his team, I mean, you could even make an argument for lower. It's shocking that we haven't put him down, like, much lower all season. Really.
I mean, look at those points scored. That's just, like, that is tough. That is tough. That's like 100 points a week. What? Oh, brutal.
That is, oh, man.
Well, I guess it's 13 weeks, so it's like 110 a week.
Still. Yeah, not what you need. Need a little bit more ceiling. He's had a tough one. So, looking at the standings here, coming in, not a lot of fantasy football left to play. And like I said earlier, it's just devastation. I made 2 really stupid mistakes, and I could have been an actual point of potential. Yeah. It is a bummer here. So, but still a lot of movers and shakers here. We got 3 at 9 and 4, including a hell of a goddamn matchup in the Bland brothers here. So
there's basically 1 playoff spot up for grabs and 1 bye up for grabs. Is how I see it. But who knows?
True.
We'll see.
True. Yeah, Jamie's got quite the lead on points for
Mhm.
So yeah, she should be
Yeah,
good.
Seth would have to win and me to win and outscore Jamie by 80.
Probably not
With Jamie's
possible.
team, I don't think that's possible. Yeah.
No, not good teams. Good teams don't do that mistake. So, and meanwhile, all these guys down in the losers. Honestly, the biggest shock to me, like I really thought Eddie was gonna do more, and he's
I
down
did
there at
too.
4-9.
You can go back in like the middling weeks podcast, and I feel like I was talking up his team. I was gassing him up a little bit, and he kind of
He
let me
had a
down.
good one. He made like some good calls, dropping Richardson early, and had good players. Yeah, just really didn't
Yeah.
shake out. It's tough. You got to get those scrappy wins early because otherwise you risk, having your whole season end despite putting up 130.
Yeah.
So that's tough.
What
All
can you
right,
do
well,
though?
the final full spread of matchups. Here we go. Week 14. Jumping into one of the losers, a preview of the toilet bowl.
Yeah, this could be. We could play this week, and they very well could be playing next week.
Consolation bracket. Oh my God. Looks like last
Jesus
time they
Christ.
played.
No wonder he had 110 average. Holy.
Oh my God. Last time they played, Reese put up 66. What occurred here? Just a full-blown
My God.
collapse. I don't know.
Man,
Did we
DK
miss the
Metcalf putting up
podcast
a
then?
third of his points with 20 points.
Oh no. All right. Well, we won't do that, Therese. We won't do that. Backing out here, I think even with Eddie's two missing players, I think Eddie might still be the favorite in this one. Unfortunately for Reese. What a frustrating it's been for him. I mean, great pickup of Baker Mayfield off the wire. No, everyone else in the league had a chance to grab him, but otherwise, no
Yeah.
real beacon of hope in the player rankings for him.
Yeah, I mean, his team is just straight up tough. There's not much to like about it at this point. I mean, with Buffalo adding Amari Cooper, I don't know what Khalil Shakir has done since then, but I can't imagine it's been great things.
No, I think he's slowed down. Honestly, even though Amari's not doing anything. He had a decent stretch, but then that bye week, snowball. You never know. He's
never
been
really
mid.
had that good of a year. Yeah, he's been mid all year, just straight mid.
Yeah, no
and then, I mean, on any side, at least you have upside with George Pickens and Puka Nacua and those running backs and Jalen Hurts. I mean, the team still, like I said, I liked it at times, but yeah, it's just tough.
It is. It's been a journey for these two guys to get
I'm
here.
taking Eddie here.
I think we'll both. I think we'll both take Eddie. Yeah, that's a sad one for those guys. Moving into the Lamb Bowl. Seth, obviously, with a super tough bye week being the Ravens, but taking on his big bro, Bradley Lamb. Last time Seth was the bigger brother in a dominant performance. I think we've pointed to this week a lot, saying this is when you began to be Bradley's biggest op, but he has turned his season around. That's why you never give up.
Crazy to look back on it because I think Brad put up like 90 points the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think it was tough. Brad is orange. Yeah, 98, and then he had a 133, then a 99, and then he's been up from there. Damn, he's had quite the resurgence. He's really gone.
I mean, his team does look good this year.
Yeah,
going into playoffs. The way that JSN has panned out for him.
Man, yeah, he's like, and T. Higgins with 18.4, where does that put him? Like, that's got to be top 12 in terms of average. So he really has a similar makeup to Seth's team. He's just missing the fourth stud wide receiver, and he doesn't have it on the bench, but he's got that in Brock Bowers.
Yeah, I mean, having that, I guess it's tight end 1 versus tight end 2, but even that 2 extra points is just huge from Brock Bowers. I don't know, has Trey McBride had like any 25-plus point games?
I don't think he had a crazy week last week, but he's got no touchdowns. He's the only touchdown he got. I think he fell on the ball, and then this was like a misdirection.
My God.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy?
I had
and
no
a week
idea.
off.
That is wild. I did not know that.
Not a single receiving touchdown, and just an absolute fucking legend. So I think
Yeah.
moving into next year, everyone like Brock Bowers is going to be the hotness, but you do expect touchdown positive regression for Trey McBride, like
That's
considering.
crazy.
So
Yeah.
yeah, nuts for that. Fun little stat there. I mean, it's tough because Seth has the bye, so I think we might both be on Brad here. He's got really
Yeah.
bad buys. Yeah, Terry McLaurin down there. Man, player ranking 4. Good for Terry, man.
Yeah. It's been a good year. I love Terry this year. I'm taking Brad here, yeah, just because of those buys.
Yeah, the buys are brutal. He's got to slot in Roma Dunze in a tough matchup, and Brad's even taking Caleb on the other side, so he must have. Brad really, I know his team's been doing it, and he's really hot, but CJ Stroud is such a, like,
It's been a tough pick, but
I
like
don't think
he's so
he's done
in on
anything.
CJ Stroud. Like it's like he's just making emotional decisions at QB, which fair enough, it's working, but
And Stroud has
it
a
could be so much better.
horrible schedule. I guess Casey's not really locking down people, but you're still in
And Baltimore's
Arrowhead.
been a bad passing offense all year.
Yeah,
But
so maybe he turns it around, actually.
yeah, who knows?
This has been, I mean, look at the stretch, though.
He hasn't
That's
put up more
horrible.
than 20 points. Yeah, I mean, he's only put up
That's an
20 points
interesting
3
one to
times this
match
year
up.
for 6 weeks or whatever.
Yeah. Good Lord. I mean, the fact that he's still rolling him out since week 7 is incredible. It's good
Yeah,
tenacity. And it's
you got to
kind of
respect the
working.
commitment.
Yeah. Well, he should pick up a W this week with the bye week. So that,
Yeah.
man, this is
Big
really
buy
shaped things up.
implications in this game too, so it's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a big one for him. And moving on to one other that has insane buy. Man, there's quite the matchups here of teams all around similar spots. But Jamie taking on you. Last time this was the .1 game, which was incredible. Love that. Following the wedding, and it
It
looks
was
like
my
we
early wedding
win
gift
here.
to her, or I guess my post-wedding gift to her. So no longer will I
Absolutely.
give her a free win.
Oh, okay. This is the W here.
Yeah.
Damn, this is crazy to look at teams that are good. It still catches me off guard. We're 14 weeks into this. It really goes. Jamie has quite the unit, despite some weirdness. Like Devo Samuel's been horrible. Sid and Judy not chasing the 40 points.
I
That's an
mean, who are you
interesting
going
one.
to play him over? Maybe Najee? Najee's
Yeah,
been
I guess she doesn't seem like she needs the ceiling this game.
yeah.
He's been damn good recently, though. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. Well,
yeah. Her team looks good. My team a little bit weak because of buys this week. Missing Derrick
oh
Henry
fuck
and Nico
yeah. Damn.
Collins, so that is a bit unfortunate, but I'm glad that they're getting rest before the playoffs because it looks like I'm going to need them in that first week after thinking that I was going to have the buy on lock.
Yeah, a bit of a surprising couple of upsets for you, but
Yeah.
only 4 losses in total, and you still got the ceiling of Jamar. But yeah, I mean, buys are gonna. I'll take Jamie here with those buys.
Yeah, I'll still
But
take myself. You got to believe.
you have to. We'll see this team, both y'all in the playoffs, so that'll be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping one more over here. This is this
This
pure
might be a
bullshit.
preview of the people that are up for the beer mile.
Yeah, it would not surprise me if one of these teams wins. They're 11 and 12. No, Jasper's 10 though. If he can
I think
secure this
Eddie
dub.
somehow. Jasper's got a fair amount of points, like surprisingly.
My God, all right, not horrible. I forgot how funny it is to record these last season when all these guys are eliminated. And this game means like absolutely nothing. Like Jasper should probably check his lineup, but he may not need it against Max. We'll see these guys in the next one. I'll take JFU.
I'm also taking JF.
Man, and this one marks the downfall of Max. A 174. That's the last time he secured a victory. Oh no.
Man,
You
poor
gotta
guy.
hate fantasy
10 in a
sometimes.
row.
Yeah, that is a lot of losses. That is a lot of losses. All right, special week for week 14. 2 matchups of the week. Adam, where you want to start?
Let's start with the touchdown boys. boys. We'll save you for last. Start with
Here we
Parker.
go, moving in.
That's
Andrew,
okay.
8-5, going up against Parker at 6-7. Parker coming off an insane victory last week. Team seemed like it was turning a corner, but the projections doesn't have too many buys, but the projections are not giving him much of a chance in this one. I've been a long time Parker hater, and it's kind of going to continue. A team I just don't believe in at all. Probably to my detriment.
A team that I didn't believe it either until it put up 167 against me last week. I just was feeling so bad. These guys just kept scoring touchdowns. It was so annoying. And then my week was over, you know? Well, what are you going to do?
Tough one. And on the other side, a man who can also put up quite the week as well. Andrew here, I mean, he's got a guy throwing to people, getting pitched back, scoring touchdowns. Just quite the spread of performance. He does also have a pretty significant bye week with Mixon and Sutton out, but I still think I lean Andrew in this one. And I love that he's rocking with Bears D just all the time. I mean, they've been out there.
They're
Not
top,
doing it,
top
not
12,
doing
man.
anything. How is this top 12? Is there really no defense that can do more than?
I mean, 6.5
stretch?
points is number one for defense, I guess. But
Good
yeah,
Lord.
I don't know.
It's been a bad stretch for Bears. It's probably his biggest loose object there, but yeah, the team's been good, and it's guys that I did not think were gonna be good.
Yeah, I mean, you would hope that Dalton Kincaid would have been better than he was this year. He was kind of one of those top 5 guys going like early on, and he's just not. But the HM pick and the Hubbard pick have just been great for him.
Yeah, Hubbard with the value has been just insane, and then Cortland Sutton is too well, and Mixon, of course. So
yeah, I mean, like you said, he's got a bye week here, so his team's not at full power. There's a part of me that wants Parker to win and then get that 6 seed and me have the 3 seed so I get another shot at him, but I'm also terrified of that. But I also lost to Connor's team this year, so I just have no confidence in.
Oh no, dude! Yeah, you need that bye, man.
Yeah,
you got a tough hurdle to get over there to end it. Yeah, playoff implications here. He just needs to win and me to beat Connor, and then he's in.
And you,
yeah. We're all aligned. So,
or if he loses and you win, but you score, you don't outscore him by. Oh wait, no, you have more points than him.
Yeah, he needs.
So he can lose and you win, but he needs to outscore you by like 6.
No. He loses. He's 6-8. Oh, but if I win.
But if you win,
then Connor gets in. Connor would get in.
No, because Connor would also be. Oh yeah, because he needs to be.
Yeah. Because Connor has the lead.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically,
no one's catching Connor in points for.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not eliminated for some reason, but I basically am. Because I would need to. Oh, let's go talk about that one. Yeah, I'll take Andrew in this one. I don't really feel like Parker's team was prescriptive of last week. I say that about Parker's team, then I'm like, all right, let's talk about my team. Last week, we're all the way back. But moving into it,
it's nice to be on the podcast because you can't get. No one can call you out, right?
Yeah, it's
no
true.
one's
the
ever
team
saying
is always an upward trend. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Oh, we get talking Schmeat Nation podcast. Someone get on it. The analyst here. Me at 5-8, taking on Connor at 6-7. Obviously, as we've highlighted pretty thoroughly at this point, Connor in a really good spot here. Just needs to have a middle week and have Parker lose. So yeah, there's stuff on the line because if Connor wins and he's in, essentially. He loses and he needs Parker to lose. Yeah, exactly. Okay, there we go. So in this one, it's also his own hands at this point. My bye week, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I've determined that I'm going all the way in on Tennessee.
Look at the Tennessee player, man. It's going to be a shootout there. Mac Jones versus Will Levis.
Yeah,
marquee matchup of the year. Flexing to Sunday Night Football.
We need to get it. It's big implications. This one. I need like a 200-point game. That's what I need. because I can't just win. I need to absolutely dominate. So I tried to go the highest ceiling I could, given that my entire team is on bye. So there's the thinking there. And on Connor's side, I mean, really, really scrappy team. Like, just the wide receivers are all that wide receiver 2 range, but then he obviously has the number 1 running back, and no one really on the bench. Isaiah Pacheco should hopefully return to form for him to really be a bruiser. But I mean,
But
averaging
against that
140.
Chargers D, man, I don't know if I like that so much. I feel like the Chargers D has stuffed running backs all year.
Yeah, that is tough for him.
He's got a
Hopefully,
lot on that game.
he does actually have a lot. I need a generational fall off performance. So
Yeah, I mean,
hopefully we get that.
I don't necessarily see that happening. I'm going to take Connor here. He is rolling with only 2 tight ends this week. Is his third one on bye? This is third tight end. Oh, he
It's
dropped.
gone.
Wow.
Who was it?
It was Goddard. What, is Goddard out there?
Oh no, he got hurt.
Oh,
hurt.
okay.
I put someone to stash on your bench if you need a tight end. Although I don't think he's really been that good, but you can go grab him. Yeah, I mean, the average is 106 and I need about 206. So, but give me to play upset, to play spoiler here. Drag Connor down to my depths, taking him as it goes. It's been a tough season for me, and to know that decisions I made myself have put me out of playoff contention and removed me from making this a win and in game, that hurts.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where normally you don't remember the exact decisions that led you to the final year, but for you, you've been holding on to it all year. So
I can remember exactly where I was. Exactly where I was when I benched Brian Robinson Jr. week 1 and when I slotted in Caleb Williams over Jaden Daniels in week 6 or whatever, 7. Never forget. Obviously would have liked to have the entirety of my good players in the lineup, but that's fantasy football, baby. Will Levis, 29th ranked quarterback. Yeah, I did get Isaac Guerrero, so maybe against Chicago's weak D, and this guy actually turns out to be insane, we get like a 40 burger. I need like 4 40 burgers. So I'll see you guys in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, crazier things have happened.
True, crazier things.
No week like this week to put up the most points in Schmeat Nation history.
Could you imagine? That'd be electric. Only one thing right here is looking at it.
I think we should just take this week off. Just roll with this forward as the playoff bracket.
I'm sad that there's no way that we can have a Lamb Bowl except the finals, which obviously would go crazy, but it's just tough to get there. Because I think that's correct, right? They're 3 and 4.
No. If I beat Jamie, then me and Jamie will have the buys. And then Andrew, they would be 3-4. How much behind Brad?
Oh, and if Andrew wins,
is he outscoring right now?
But one of these guys has to get to 10 points. One of these guys will be third, and they can't end up 6. Because Bradley or Seth is going to win. Yeah. No Lamb Bowl until the championship. Playoff Lamb Bowl would feed families.
Yeah, that's a little bit sad.
I can't wait to do playoff predictions. I feel like the episodes get super short in the playoffs because there's no one's really paying attention, but we'll still do them.
Yep, you always do.
At least I think. I don't know.
I think we'll have Wednesdays this year. Oh, what are we doing for Christmas week? Because Christmas games are on Wednesday this year.
Let's plan it in the end of the podcast. I have no idea. Tuesday, I guess. Do I have that week off? I have actually no idea what my schedule is for that week.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I was gonna say Christmas is on a Wednesday, so Christmas episode. But
wait, hold on, one of those, and then we have. Wait, the playoff week is gonna have a game on the Wednesday? Why do they like this, dude? The NFL is so wild.
They're taking over Christmas, man. What are you talking about?
How do you play on Sunday and then play on Christmas?
I think those teams play on like the Saturday the week before. So it's like a Saturday to Thursday or a Sunday to Thursday window. Except moved up a day.
All right, well, last game of the regular season for everyone, so enjoy it.
Good
See y'all
luck.
on Snapchat. All right.
Goodbye.
Good night, Schmeat Nation.